Dak Prescott is back this week. I don't got to say nothing else. What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back. Like I never left. Dakota Rain back this week. Like, I could just cut the video off. That's not about me. Seriously. Y'all don't understand how it feels to be 4-2. Dak's fully healed, ready to go. Did you watch the game last week? I'm sure you did because the whole world did, right? Before the game, they showed Dak warming up. Now, I was disheartened because I kept lying to myself saying he going to play tonight. And the Cowboys played a little bit of psychological warfare. I know what they did. They said, we rolling. Cooper Rush is rolling. Let's just roll Dak. Let's roll Cooper Rush out there and see what we can do. Because in the game of psychological warfare, you always want to keep something in the tuck. Just a little something. And what's better than keeping it tuck than one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the league, top 100 player, top 50 player, voted on by his peers, top 10 quarterback voted on by the executives, coaches, and the scouts. Yeah, that Dak Prescott. He said, you know what? No matter what happens tonight, it's Philly's homecoming. They got Meek Mill out there performing. Like, they was in their bag. But you hold that in the tuck. Give them something to think about all the way to December. Because in the back of their mind, I'm telling you, they've been like, because they watched them warm up. They seen it. They was wondering. They're like, yo, could we have beat them? Because remember, 7-3 versus the Eagles. 7-3. And that don't change. So I'm just saying. But to have him back this week, you got to realize what kind of spark this is for this team. See, I've been hearing this today. A whole lot of Detroit is going to be dangerous coming off a blowout from the Patriots. Coming off a blowout, they get a chance to stew in it. Cowboys should be worried. I'm just like, seriously? The one-win Detroit Lions, we should be nervous. We're 4-2. We've won games against all odds. 4-2 with our backup quarterback. We only had our quarterback for one game. We beaten the likes of the Bengals, who everybody called was trash. That was a lie. We beaten the Rams, who everybody called was trash. That's a lie too, because the Rams is getting back up off the mat too. We beaten the Giants, who would be undefeated too, if it wasn't for up to us. So you're welcome, Philly, because y'all will be tied with the Giants, having to argue with them if we ain't do y'all that favor. So say thank you. But we've done a lot more this season than Detroit could ever have done. Detroit has amazing offensive accumulated stats because they trail a lot. Because Detroit has the worst defense. I think statistically the worst defense in the league. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. 32nd. Now, I ain't going to be front. What better game to roll your quarterback out back against than Detroit? And if you watched our offense, we're going to get into this week. If you watched our offensive line, we was moving people. Everybody keep telling me we need to worry about Detroit's running game. If you saw Zeke last week, TP, our offensive line, Terrence Steele was moving people. Those combo blocks we started running on Philly, I'm telling you, we're hitting our running game stride at the perfect time. Because we're not going to go out there and make Dak throw it 30 times. No, maybe not 30, 35. 25 to 30 passes. 27, 28. Heavy run this week. Balance. Back home. We're going to get right. We're going to use Detroit to get right. Now, do I think Detroit is a complete slouch? No. But do I think Detroit is what Philly trying to make them? At the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? A lot of teams that a team I know beat are picking top 10 this year. A lot of them. And a lot of the teams that we beat ain't in the top 10 list. It's crazy. Anyway, Detroit, as great as they're supposed to be, can't seem to close the deal. And you ain't closing it versus us. At the end of the day, we have the best pass rush in the league. 24 sacks. Our pressure rate is not even close to anyone else. It's like 140 something. Seriously. Our pressure rate is crazy. 130 or 140 something. Like literally like 30 clear of everyone else, I believe. Like as great as San Fran is, and they pass rush is great too. Ours is just vicious. And I know last week that Philly had a great plan against Micah with not blocking him and RP on him. We'll get in our bag. We'll fix that. You know what I'm saying? Great scheme. But this week, we got Jared Goff. He ain't going nowhere. They ain't seen a pass rush like ours this year. Philly got, what, 1 sack on them? No. We got 4 sacks on apparently the best offensive line in the league. Detroit's offensive line is good, but it ain't theirs apparently. That's what I was told. So, non-mobile quarterback, offensive line that has some holes in it, at least when you play our defensive line. Yeah, I can see us getting right. The emotion that we showed at the end of that Philly game lets me know that we about to come into Detroit. Detroit is about to come into a buzzsaw, basically, because they coming to us. My fault. But Dak Prescott, man, that thumbnail of him just kind of in that chamber, like Dragon Ball Z, getting ready to be unleashed, Super Saiyan Dak. And it's not that I expect him to go throw 4 touchdowns, but it's not that I don't expect him to do nothing. Like, he was looking good in that pregame. And I know I'm not a quarterback guru or nothing like that, but I've been waiting for this. Because it's been a lot of the Cowboys offense is trash and the receivers is trash. And look, man, Cooper Rush did what he could. He did what he could. But he ain't 4. And I feel like Dak's going to come back out there and pretty much put the league back on notice. Because before the year, Dak didn't know he had this defense. He knew he had a great defense. But it's something about watching it happen and watching somebody else driving your car. And they just don't quite whip it right. That's what Dak was watching. He was watching Coop like, you ain't doing it right. We got the type of defense. Dak come out there and we go up 14-0, you go and shut it down. I cannot wait for that. During that whole winning streak, I didn't see us go up like 14-17-0. You feel me? I can't wait till our pass rush. We're getting these type of sacks in tight games where the team's whole offensive repertoire is available to them. You feel me? I'm waiting to get into one of these games where Jared Goff got to drop back 35, 40 times. 35, 40 rush attempts. We getting the sacks when we don't have that. I'm telling y'all right now, Detroit ain't ready for us. You think we ain't trying to get back? I've been hearing Detroit want to get right after they look. We played on a national stage. Detroit got destroyed locally, basically. Nobody saw that New England game. We just saw the aftermath. Nobody watched that. The rating was trash. The Cowboys have not only lost that game in front of everybody, and it is what it is. The loss happened. Get over it. But the way it happened with the fan base it happened to, they mentions been lit up all week. They've been disrespected all week. Well, not even all week. Last couple of days. I know if I got hit that many times, and I'm a nobody, I might know CFT. Our players probably, their DMs mentions, everything is probably nuts. Disrespect. Y'all trash. Y'all overrated. Defense is false. Blah, 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 blah. All that. And I like that. So everybody trying to warn me Detroit is, it's a spot where Detroit's going to be looking to get right. And I'm like, did you watch Sunday's game? You think we coming to this game playing? The type of players on our team, we ain't playing with y'all. I'm going to put an early prediction out there this week. I think Dak throws 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns. I think we come out there this week and we going to score 30 for the first time this year. We're going to score 30. 3 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. And a field goal. 31. 31-13. Yeah. I'm putting a prediction out there now. Y'all call me nuts. I don't care. 31-13. That's how I'm feeling. Three passing touchdowns. I feel like we're going to run. That's going to get some easy. Because you seen the rest. You seen Jake Ferguson get freaky with that Euro step? Like, that got weapons he didn't even have when he left. He ain't no Fergie was out there getting busy. Yeah, I said Fergie. He get nicknames when you got Euro steps. I'm telling you right now, with the newfound passing weapons, all we need is James Washington back. But Noah Brown, Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb. Yeah. I like that. The run game, yeah. 31-13. Book it. They'll get 2 field goals and 1 touchdown. 31-13. I might be being generous. But look, it's your boy, Mr. Rome, man. Dakota's back. And Detroit ain't even ready for this. But we're going to break this down a little bit further, a little bit more in depth. I just wanted to tell you how I felt. When I saw that thumbnail, I got hyped. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, man. It's going to be a fun week. It's going to be a get-right week.